Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jimmy and I, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML, a managed service provider in Queens, NY, offering network management, voice over IP, and unified communications as a service, cybersecurity, compliance, infrastructure as a service, cloud solutions, and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you.
That's right. This deep dive is based entirely on the article Holiday Travel Cybersecurity, Safe Devices on the Go. And really, our mission here is simple. Give you the critical, actionable intelligence you need before your employees start packing company laptops and phones for Thanksgiving travel.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Exactly. We're focusing on like 3 core security risks that definitely spike during holiday travel. Things like the dangers of public Wi-Fi.
Always a big one.
And the threat from shared charging stations sounds innocent, but it's not. And of course, the inevitable surge in travel-specific phishing scams.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the moment an employee, say, walks into an airport or checks into a hotel, what's the biggest, immediate threat they face, according to the article?
Right. The immediate danger is definitely public Wi-Fi, but it's more specific than just any public Wi-Fi. We're talking about these malicious variations known as evil twin networks.
Evil twin. Okay, explain that.
So this isn't just some random unsecured network. It's actually a calculated attack. A hacker sets up a Wi-Fi hotspot designed to look exactly like a legitimate one.
So it might mimic the airport's free Wi-Fi or the hotel's guest network?
Precisely. Maybe it has a tiny typo, or it's just named something very convincing, like airport free Wi-Fi right next to the real one. They're banking on you being in a rush.
Which, when traveling, you usually are.
Yeah.
So, okay, someone clicks on that fake network.
Yeah.
What's the immediate damage? What can happen?
Well, the risk is basically total interception. The moment you connect to that evil twin, the attacker is sitting right in the middle of your connection. They can use tools to essentially, sniff out everything you send and receive, passwords, email contents, company documents, any sensitive data. It's a really common way for attackers to grab credentials.
Okay, that leads to a practical point, though. The article says use a mobile hotspot instead. That makes sense for security, but isn't that sometimes impractical? Like if you have hours of work, battery drain, data caps.
That's a fair point. And yeah, the article acknowledges that challenge. Using your phone's personal hotspot is definitely the safest default, especially for quick checks, sensitive emails, that sort of thing.
Right.
But if you really do need that extended remote access, the only truly secure way the article recommends is using a VPN. That stands for Virtual Private Network.
Okay, so for a small business owner listening, maybe refresh us. What exactly does a VPN do? It's not just software, right?
Exactly. Think of it as a secure tunnel for your internet traffic. The VPN encrypts everything coming from your device before it even hits that public Wi-Fi. So even if you accidentally connect to an evil twin network or just a poorly secured public one, all the attacker can see is scrambled, encrypted data, basically gibberish. It makes their interception attempts useless.
That makes sense. So VPN is key for longer work sessions. What other, maybe simpler steps does the article suggest to just avoid connecting to bad networks in the first place?
Well, a really crucial one is to turn off the automatic Wi-Fi connection feature on all your devices, laptops, tablets, phones.
So you have to manually choose every time?
Yes. You want to be forced to look at the network name and consciously approve it. And for businesses using management tools, the article mentions Microsoft Intune, which is a popular mobile device management tool.
Right, for managing company phones and laptops.
Yeah. The IT team needs to configure policies and tools like Intune to ensure that company devices can only connect using encrypted methods. That builds in a layer of enforced security.
Okay, good advice on connectivity. Now let's shift gears a bit to something physical. We all use those charging stations at airports, right? The article warns about juice jacking. What is that? Sounds kind of ominous.
It is a bit ominous, yeah. Juice jacking is an attack that happens through a compromised public USB charging port. See, standard USB cables, the ones we use every day, they carry both power and data.
Right. The power pins charge to the phone. The data pins let you sync files or photos.
Exactly. So attackers can modify those public USB ports, or sometimes they leave a compromised cable plugged in. When you plug your phone or laptop into that bad port, it can try to install malware onto your device, or it might silently copy data off your device while it's charging. It really preys on that moment when you're desperate for battery life.
Wow, okay. That's genuinely pretty scary. I know when my phone's dying, I'll plug it into almost anything. So
Mm-hmm.
what are the absolute must-do things the article says to avoid this?
The number one recommendation is simple. Just avoid public USB ports altogether. If you can, always use your own charger, the actual wall plug adapter, and plug directly into a standard AC power outlet.
Because the power outlet only carries electricity, no data path.
Correct. But, okay, let's say all the outlets are taken, only USB ports are free. What's the backup plan?
Yeah, what then?
The article strongly recommends using something called a USB data blocker. These are little adapters, usually pretty cheap.
Okay.
You plug it onto the end of your regular charging cable and then plug that into the public USB port. What it does is physically block the data pins in the connection. Only the power pins make contact.
So it becomes a charge-only cable, essentially.
Exactly. It's a great little gadget. The article basically says every traveling employee should have one. And of course, another tip.
Yeah.
Keep your phone locked while it's charging in public, and never approve any prompts asking for data access if you do have to use a public USB port.
Simple but effective. Okay, so we've covered dodgy Wi-Fi and risky charging ports. What's the third big area the article highlights?
It's the human element. Hackers know people are distracted, maybe stressed when traveling. They rely on updates about flights, hotels.
Right.
So the holiday season sees a big jump in travel-themed phishing scams.
These are those fake emails or texts, maybe looking like they're from an airline or hotel.
Exactly, they play on urgency. Things like, your flight is canceled, click here for refund, or problem with your hotel payment, update details now, or even fake baggage claim notifications.
And the goal is to get you to click a bad link
Mm.
or open a malicious attachment.
Yes, or increasingly, scan a compromised QR code.
Okay, QR codes are everywhere now. How does that scam work?
Well, think about restaurants, cafes, even posters at the airport. An attacker can just print a sticker with a malicious QR code and slap it right over a legitimate one.
Oh, wow.
You scan it expecting a menu or maybe a payment link, but instead it sends you to a fake login page to steal your password, or it tries to download malware.
So protecting yourself here really comes down to being skeptical and verifying things, right?
Yeah.
What's the core advice from the article?
The absolute key takeaway is never click links or scan QR codes in unexpected travel communications. If you get an urgent text about your flight, don't click the link in the text.
It just did.
Instead, go directly to the airline's official website by typing the address in your browser or use their official app. Same for hotels. Verify the information through trusted channels, not the message you just received. Treat every unsolicited message with suspicion.
Makes sense. Always go direct to the source. Okay, so we've talked about the threats while traveling, but good security starts before you leave. The article gives a critical checklist. What are those non-negotiable pre-trip steps for businesses?
Right, this is really foundational. There are 5 key things. First, enable device encryption. On Windows, that's BitLocker. On macOS, it's File Vault.
And encryption basically scrambles the data on the hard drive.
Exactly. So if the laptop is lost or stolen, the data is unreadable without the password or key. It makes physical theft much less damaging from a data perspective.
Okay, number 1, encryption. What's next?
Number 2, multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Make sure it's turned on for all accounts, especially anything accessing company data or email.
That's the thing where you need your password plus a code from your phone, usually.
Yep, that second factor. Even if a password gets stolen, say via that evil twin network, MFA stops the attacker because they don't have the second piece. It's incredibly effective.
Huge security boost. Okay, number 3.
Number 3 is about the device itself. Strong PINs or passcodes on laptops and phones, and make sure auto lock is enabled with a short timeout, like a minute or 2. An unlocked device is just an open invitation.
Common sense, but easy to overlook. Number 4.
Number 4, back up crucial data before leaving. Make sure important files are synced to the company's secure cloud storage, not just living only on the laptop that's about to travel.
Good point. Reduces the impact of loss or damage. And the last one, number 5.
Number 5 is the safety net. Ensure the IT team has remote wipe capability set up and tested for all company devices.
Meaning if a device is confirmed lost or stolen.
You can remotely erase all the company data off it, instantly limiting the breach potential. And the article adds a practical tip here. If your company uses Microsoft 365 Business Premium, employees can often check their device's compliance status, like, is encryption on, is it managed? Using the company portal app that comes with Intune. It's a quick pre-flight check.
Okay, remote wipe is critical. Okay, so that's a checklist.
Right.
Now, how does a company like CDML, the author's firm, actually help businesses implement all this? The article isn't just problems, it's solutions too, right?
Exactly. CDML focuses on making this security operational for small and medium businesses. They help set up and properly configure tools like Microsoft Intune for managing those devices and Defender for 365 for endpoint protection. That's security for the laptops, phones themselves.
So they handle the technical setup. What about making sure the rules are followed?
That's where something called conditional access policies come in. Think of it like a smart bouncer for your company's digital resources. These are rules set up in systems like Microsoft 365 that automatically check the security status of a device trying to connect. For example, if someone tries to access sensitive files from a laptop that doesn't have encryption turned on, or maybe they're connecting from an unexpected country without using MFA.
The policy can block them automatically.
Precisely. It enforces that security checklist we talked about, reducing reliance on just hoping employees do the right thing. They also mentioned setting up data loss prevention, or DLP.
DLP.
Yeah, data loss prevention. These are tools that help prevent sensitive information from leaving the company's control, maybe blocking someone from accidentally emailing a customer list to their personal address, for example.
Got it.
And, while technology is key, the article also stresses that CDML provides employee security training. Because ultimately, tech can only do so much. Users need to recognize these travel scams.
Right. You can have all the tech, but someone still needs to not click the dodgy link or plug into the sketchy USB port. That human firewall is still vital.
Absolutely. It's about preparation, the right technology, and user awareness. That's how you get truly safer travel.
Well said. Traveling during the holidays really should be about relaxing and reconnecting, not worrying about data breaches. And it sounds like with a bit of focused preparation, using this kind of checklist and having the right security tools in place, you absolutely can protect your devices, your accounts, and your business data wherever you happen to go.
Definitely. And if you like this deep dive into holiday travel cybersecurity, safe devices on the go, and maybe found some useful steps for your own business, please do click the thumbs up button.
And remember, you can find new blog posts from Mr. Kaplan and the team at CDML every Tuesday and Thursday. They cover a whole range of IT topics relevant to businesses. Visit them at https://cdml.com, that's cdlsnamld.a.com, to subscribe to the blog and learn more about how CDML can help your organization stay safe and compliant. Till next time.